Hey there and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a very exciting haul from Marshall's, Winners, TJ Maxx type stores. I really hit a gold mine this last store. Like I actually had to put back fragrances that I was finding that I thought were good because I was just buying way too much. Like I got really bright makeup. Like sometimes you just go into one of these stores and you know it's going to be a good day, and that was a good day for me. So I got a lot of makeup, which I am never sure if you guys are interested in like makeup, hair care, beauty, fashion stuff, but I really enjoyed sharing it on this channel, so I think I'm going to sprinkle it from time to time. But today it's all about fragrance. And you guys, I hit a gold mine. Like I said, I put back the fragrances that were just backups because I was getting a little ahead of myself there. So everything I've got today are blind buys and their first impressions, which are my favorites. So without any further ado, let's get into it. If you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Even though I picked these ones all up in store, I will be linking every one of these fragrances that I can find online for you in the description box below. I have gotten really good, I think, if I do say so myself, of really changing up and making the description box as helpful as possible, including all links for everything. So definitely check it out. You can save some deals with those links and support my channel, and hopefully it's helpful to you as well. So let's get into it. We're going to start with, actually, I know I said Winners, Marshalls, but we're going to start with the only one that's actually from Shoppers because it was one of those amazing once in a blue moon $19.99 finds, and it's a men's fragrance. It's the only men's fragrance. I was really intrigued by this one. I was really happy to finally pick it up and find it because I was worried people had snagged them all up, but I got the Azzaro Wanted Tonic. That's the one that is on sale. If you do end up finding it, it's probably pretty much sold out everywhere at this point, but if you do end up finding it, this is the one that's on sale. The 100 ml of the Azzaro Wanted Tonic. Eau de Toilette. It's a men's fragrance. I've heard from those who've tried it and from Fragrantica that it's a really fresh, clean scent. And the notes are supposed to be lime, ginger, and patchouli. So you never know. I've never tried any Azzaro fragrances, I think. Or if I have, I don't remember. I don't think I own... Oh, Azzaro Twin. That's true. I do have it. I don't think it's here. Oh, I don't like that fragrance. Okay, except for that, I've never tried any men's fragrances from Azzaro. I've definitely never tried any from the Wanted line. So I know I can't really compare to the others because I know this is a line that has a couple of flankers and obviously the original. But here's what it looks like. I love the color of the juice. Blue-green is my fave. So let's see. I don't even know. You honestly would not believe what it was. It was this. That was the cap. That took me embarrassingly long. Like it really did. Anyways, let's try it out. Let's see what we think. And I will obviously let you guys know if it's where on the spectrum of really masculine to unisex this falls, but ooh, okay. This is definitely a very, I always feel bad using the word generic, but that's really sometimes the best way to describe fragrances that fall like in a very safe generic realm. This is a very generic but nice smelling men's cologne. I feel like it smells very fresh. It's got a really like lemon lime tart aftershavey scent without being too soapy. And I feel like I wouldn't necessarily say it's like a gingery fragrance. I feel like it's more of just like really citrus forward aftershave. So for that reason, it is definitely a masculine scent. I don't think anyone would confuse this as being unisex, but it's definitely more approachable if you are a woman who does wear men's fragrances from time to time, like me, and I don't care. This is an easier one to get into than something that's just like so ultra dark, rich, maybe bitter masculine. Because it's just so fresh and citrusy that I feel like you might enjoy it. To me, it kind of makes me think of like a men's spring fragrance, spring summer. I love the color of the juice. Really, really happy to have picked it up for $19.99. That was a steal, considering the 100 mils of this were originally going for $102 Canadian. So, was really, really happy to have picked that one. Okay, so we've got the next four, and then they are actually 2 from one house, 2 from another. So I'm gonna save the house that I'm most looking forward to for last, obviously, and we'll start with the more medium excited one. So the medium excited house is Tocca. I feel like Tocca fragrances have time and time again been showing up more and more often, and I've tried at least 3 of them. So I always kind of forget which ones I have, and I really try to check my list, and I'm 99% sure that I don't own these next 2. I definitely don't have full bottles, but I'm 99% sure I've never even had like a roller ball or anything. God willing. So the first one's Giuletta. These are also the hair fragrances. I personally don't mind. They're the hair fragrances, but they're still eau de parfum level concentrations. And I mean, all the safer for my hair, but I wear normal fragrances in my hair as well. Like, I just spray it willy-nilly, so to me it's not that big of a deal, but, you know, you should choose whatever works best for you. And this one has Granny Smith apples, pink tulip, ylang ylang, lilac, lily of the valley, iris, rose, orchid, musk, heliotrope, sandalwood, amber, and Virginia cedar. Really nice. These bottles all pretty much look the same from Tocca. They're different names. This sticker on this is actually, I don't know if it's on purpose. I think it is. They're like supposed to be lopsided, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. I've like never had the best. I've never like fallen in love with the Tocca scent, and yet I'm always intrigued and I keep buying them. So I don't know what this is about me, but let's see. Ooh, wait, this might be my favorite yet. That's too soon. Let's relax. This one smells really clean. Like it's got a real musky floral. I was worried / intrigued about the Granny Smith note, and I feel like it's not appley, because apple fragrances, I don't know, they rub me the wrong way a lot of the times. But it's got a real like clean floral vibe to it. And there's a lot of floral notes, obviously, and there is musk as well. Some of the floral notes, like iris and heliotrope, are a little powdery. I wouldn't say this is a particularly powdery scent, but it's definitely like a clean floral, like a musky floral. So I like it. This might be my favorite yet. I feel like from the ones I've got, this one's the most, at least from first sniff, a safe fragrance that I would enjoy. So Giuletta, enjoying, intrigued, to definitely wear again. And the second one, and I was sure about this one 100%. Now that I smell Giuletta, I'm like, I don't own that one for sure. This one I knew I didn't own because I haven't even seen like this color. I love this shade of orange. I think it's really, really pretty. This is Stella, also a hair fragrance. This one's got blood orange, bitter orange, watery notes, lily of the valley, freesia, musk, sandalwood, and wild orchid. Let's get this one out there. Yeah, I really like the shade of this one. Let's put this box over here. So again, this is what it looks like. They all look the same, just different caps. Or different names, I should say, and the color behind it. Let's see. Ooh, okay, wait, this is gonna be hard. Okay, I'm giving it more credit than maybe is due with both of these Tocca fragrances, because like I mentioned, the last couple that I've tried have been real bummers, and there's no reason why I keep buying them, but I guess I like the bottles, or I guess they're just such a good deal at these stores. Like, they really go down to like less than $20. Okay, this one, I have to say though, really is reminding me of Lush. Some of their like orange scented products. I don't know what it is about this, but it's like transporting me to the Lush store. I do really like the orange, the bitter orange and the blood orange notes in this. However, I can already tell, I hate when this happens. I can already tell it's like fighting against the aquatic notes. The watery notes in this, which are just listed as watery notes, are murky. They're murky in the way that it just like grates at my nose, if that makes any sense. I used to feel that way about Ralph Lauren's, just like Ralph Blue. I need to try that one again. I have to remember once I finish filming this video to try that, because I've taken a really, really long break with that fragrance, and I think I might be over it. Like, it might work for me now. But this one, it's got it. It's such a shame, because I think the orangey vibe that I'm getting, like those citruses in the opening, are really beautiful, and that's what's reminding me of the Lush store. And it's got sandalwood and other florals that I think could just be so beautiful if that murky, like watery notes, and sometimes lily also honestly adds to that. Not all of the time, but lily's also a note I'm not a huge fan of. Oh, it's such a shame. It's got like this duality of where I only like half of what's happening, and it's happening at the same time as the other half that I don't like. So anyways, that's the Tocca fragrance in the scent Stella. Okay, so now we get to the last two. You guys, I could not believe my eyes when I found these. Not because I didn't know that the house was obviously going to be there, because if you haven't guessed already, the two final scents are from the house Comptoir Sud Pacifique, and recently I had a haul from Winners, Marshalls and everything where I picked up two other scents from that house. And so I mentioned, I'm like, these ones are popping up. Like, I think they're going to keep popping up. And I have had really good experience, other than one scent or maybe two. I have like good and mediocre-ish experiences and bad experiences with this house, but they're really like, they're a house I'm really, really intrigued about, and I want to try more of their fragrances, and they are on such good deals at these stores. So again, I will link them on FragranceBuy as well, because I've bought some of my Comptoir Sud Pacifiques from FragranceBuy, and they also have great, great deals on them. But this time I was like, oh, looking through the bottles thinking it was just all the ones I already have, and then I found two I didn't have. So again, I'm going to leave my more favorite of the two of what I'm assuming for last. But the first one is Vanille Extreme. And they both, the ones that I saw were the 100 mils. They do also have the smaller bottles. Very, very excited about this one. The notes seemed up my alley. I do own Cocoa Extreme already and Vanille Cocoa. So now this is Vanille Extreme. This one has vanilla, sugar, heliotrope, and then it had in its heart and base musk vanilla. So a lot of the same notes. I feel like with Comptoir Sud Pacifique, at least what they're listing, but it probably is the case as well, a lot of the times it's kind of the same notes throughout all the fragrances, but also within a fragrance it'll be like the same 2-3 notes just in the top, middle, and base. And you notice that, or you really do sense that when you're wearing them, because they tend really not to be shifters in any way. Like, what you see is what you get for the most part with a lot of these scents. So you'll know pretty much at the start what you're getting into in comparison to other scents that might change a whole lot. So, like I was mentioning, Vanille Extreme. Very, very excited. I was such good deals on these, you guys. So, so happy. Oh, okay. This is like confectionery, like bakery vanilla vibes. It really, I was so hoping it would lean into the vanilla sugar side of things, and it does. I love it. This is exactly the way I like a pure vanilla, is when it gets sugary. And not like cool, or not the way, like not a Bath and Body Works vanilla. This is like, I don't know. I'm into it. This would also be a really good one to layer, I feel like, with fragrances I want to amp up the vanilla in. Ugh. I'm loving it. I really do have to try to also compare it against one of my Montals, I think is Vanilla Cake. And Vanilla Cake Montal, when I try that, and I haven't worn that one in a while as well, I did take a break from it. It's so strong and just like so cakey and gourmand in that way. And I was really hoping that would be more like this. This is a more, it's different, but it's a more like toned down and yet still intense vanilla. But it's to a level I think I'll be able to enjoy a lot better than that one. Especially as someone who isn't like wanting to wear vanilla every single day. I think I'm going to be more drawn towards this one. Let me know in the comments below if you're interested in me doing a vanilla fragrance video. I know that's like sort of out of left field for me, but I've gotten more and more into vanilla throughout the past couple years. In part because of you guys, honestly, because you guys love vanilla so much, and I feel like the fragrance community loves it so much that I've been giving it more of a shot, and I think I'm liking it a lot more than I expected, and I may have given it a harder time than it needed because of my like aversion to the Bath and Body Works vanilla. So I don't know how I will remember to find all my vanillas for that video, but if you're interested, maybe I can set aside a day and try to look through. So anyways, that is Vanille Extreme, and I won't waste any more time because the last one, you guys, is the Comptoir Sud Pacifique that I've been wanting for the most, longing for the most, other than Vanille Banane, which obviously I picked up a while ago, ages ago now, on FragranceBuy, and I love, and nothing has surpassed it from Comptoir Sud Pacifique compared to Vanille Banane. Like, that is my number one. This has always been my number two of what I think is going to be my favorite, and it's the one that you guys have messaged me about the most as well. If you haven't guessed already, it's Vanille Abricot. Oh my god. The amount of good reviews, I have read about this, heard about this, word of mouth. When I saw this, and it was like kind of hidden, and there were a bunch of Comptoir Sud Pacifique fragrances in my store, so I was like, I wasn't expecting to see this. I thought it was just another one of these Vanille Extremes. I literally gasped out loud. So Vanille Abricot has apricot, papaya, and jackfruit in its top, and its middle notes are the same, and then the base is vanilla and sugar. I'm very excited, and if I end up loving this one, I'm extra excited that they only had it in 100 ml, because that's what I got. So, is this going to be the vanilla apricot of my dreams? Is it going to be the tropical scent of my dreams, or have I been duped? Let's see. Okay, it's very, wait a minute. It's very, very alcohol heavy, and I'm wondering if I should spray it on the box. Maybe it's combining a little bit too much with my other scents, or it just needs a second to settle, because you know when it has that opening of just like too much of an apricot scent, or an alcohol scent. Okay. It's better on the skin for sure. I feel like the cardboard. This is very light. I'm worried my bottle is not... I don't know. I'm worried that my bottle is... Let me see. I'm going to spray it here as well. I don't think it's gone bad at all. And it doesn't smell like it's off, but it's just so close to the skin that I don't know how to feel. I do get, like, once it settles, I can smell it, obviously, but it's very soft, and it's a sort of, like, tinge of sweet, tropical, fruity vibe, and vanilla. And it's nice, but I just wish... I don't want to, like, drown myself in it right now, so I can take a bead and obviously put them in order, but this might be one... I can smell it, and it smells so good, but it's so soft. Okay. I mean, I will take a beat. I'm going to take a beat. I'm going to smell them all. Right now, I'm getting such a slight tropical fruitiness and such a slight vanilla scent that I don't feel like I'm able to really appreciate it all. If it kind of stays at this level, even after you douse yourself, that's going to deduct major points. So I'm going to take a beat. I'm going to smell them all again, and then we'll put them in order. Okay, so I definitely took a very long beat. I've been trying to figure out Vanille Abricot, figure out where all the fragrances like kind of stand for me, and there's definitely one I really, really am finding I dislike and I'm having trouble with. So without any further ado, let's just, one last sniff, let's just get into it before I change my mind. In last place is obviously the fragrance I'm just having trouble with, like even catching whiffs of it. I'm gonna have to scrub it off, to be quite honest, when I'm done filming this, just because it's quite strong and it's got pretty good sillage. So, good things to note. Obviously, if you like this fragrance or if you think you might like it, great sillage. That is Tocca's Stella. Those aquatic notes, those watery notes, the murky vibes that just don't work for me, they are present. They are ever present, probably overpowering everything else right now. It's possible it's because I don't like those notes and they're, you know, amplified in my mind, but they are just really strong as well. I will say, if you like Ralph Blue by Ralph Lauren, that kind of, I love the bottle on that fragrance, but it's this kind of clear bluey bottle. If you like that, then you'd like this. If you like Halloween, that's just that fragrance that's called Halloween, I think, for her, the original, that has an aquatic vibe to it that you'd like this. There's a couple more fragrances coming to mind. I don't recall them, but in my fragrance collection, anything I've ever described as like that murky water note, if you like those, then you will like this. I don't, and this one's quite strong. And the orange that I really liked faded very quickly. Those top notes being citrusy, they were gone in a flash. So what you're really left with is what I have a problem with. So that's why it's last. In fourth place, and very nearly last, if there was not this fragrance that's like horrible on my skin, this would be last, which is very sad for me to say. But Vanille Abricot smells great. The little bit that I can smell smells great. I started, once I took kind of a beat, I was smelling a lot of other things, so I just like took a break from smelling other fragrances, gave my nose a rest, and smelled it. I do actually smell like a papaya tropical fruit scent with vanilla, but I have to get my nose onto my skin to smell it. Not only is there not sillage, but like it is a skin scent immediately. And I sprayed it on clothing, I sprayed it on a pillow, and on my skin afterwards. I've sprayed it on this cardboard that's like, it's gone already. You can't smell barely a thing. I mean, truly, barely. So I have a question for you guys, because those of you who've got it, is my bottle just like struggling and off? Or is this how light yours is as well? It starts off, it's a bit of like an alcohol opening, I'll be honest. And then it's very close to the skin, very light, in a way that none of my other Comptoir Sud Pacifiques have ever been. Even the ones I don't like, you can definitely smell them and they're very prominent. And I know these are eau de toilette, but they don't really perform that way. I feel like they're quite strong eau de toilettes. That some even perform at like an eau de parfum level personally. And this is the first one I'm having performance issues with, like truly, truly. So let me know in the comments below if you've had that. It's disappointing on top of just a normal fragrance performing that way, because I was really looking forward to it and I've heard so many great things. So I don't know. In third place, I have the Giuletta. This is the one that I mentioned out of all of the Tocca fragrances. I think I'm going to like the most. And I ended up being right. It's definitely not Stella. That's the worst so far. But this one is a really clean floral scent. I feel like this is the one I'd recommend the most out of the Tocca fragrances if you find them on a deal. Really inexpensive find and kind of like a safe one to throw in your purse. And a really nice, inexpensive but higher quality hair fragrance. In second place, lucky Azzaro, the men's fragrance, really hit a gold mine because so many other fragrances had let me down. I really like the dry down, or like the heart of this fragrance as well. Like I think it's just as nice as the opening, but even it's just more lived in. It's like a men's like clean shirt and cologne scent. I love it. Definitely will be wearing this. I think it's something about it just makes me feel like happy, you know? So gift worthy 100% to the special man in your life, whoever you may be. Because it's a clean scent, I feel like it's also one that guys from a lot of different age groups will enjoy. And then in first place, very surprising, this was a total turn of events. The tables have turned. It was Vanille Extreme. I'm really liking it. Even on my skin right now, there is something obviously like very gourmand and extreme about it, and you wouldn't think I would be into it. It's almost venturing in an area I wouldn't be, but something about it is I'm vibing with. You can smell it right away. I know it's going to perform well. It's already performing leagues and bounds better than Vanille Abricot, which I can barely smell, but I can smell. I know what it smells like, but it's just so light. So anyways, I'm gonna have to probably drown myself in that one, but I'm really, really happy with Vanille Extreme, and it's definitely my number one most excited to wear when I, try these fragrances out for day wears in the coming week. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below. Obviously, all of your advice and experiences with Vanille Abricot, let me know, but other than that, which one of these fragrances you'd like to try or that you've already tried, I'd love to hear from you. Everything and more will be linked in the description box below, as I mentioned, and I will see you next time. Bye!